in our real estate company, in our wholesale company, between myself, Matt Beard, and Pace Morby, in our business, the average, between two different individuals on our wholesale sales team, here's what their call numbers are like. So we have one sales guy that he typically on an average week makes anywhere from like 350 to 400, 420 phone calls a week. So, that's around 100 a day, Monday through Friday, give or take. Obviously, some days a little bit more, some days a little bit less, but on average, he's making 350 to upwards of 420 calls a week. And he's on average getting 2 contracts every single week. Now let's look at another individual on our team that is on average making 200 calls to 250 calls a week. This individual has been averaging, because I was looking at the numbers, has been averaging 0 to 1 contracts a week. And I think this second individual, I think, is more talented at the sales process. So what does that say? It says the reps are what matters. The one that's making double the calls is getting literally double the results. And they're not even as good as the person that's making half the calls, but because they're putting in more effort and they're putting in more dials, they're having more conversations, and more conversations are leading to more contracts. So that's what you got to be looking at. Yeah, Aaron, at bats. They have more at bats, so they have more chances to get more deals done. So for everybody on here, if you're, for whatever you're doing to get deals, keep track of what you're doing for the next 4 weeks. I want to challenge you to that. That's my challenge of this call. Is you're listening to this, whether you're driving for dollars, you're cold calling, you're doing text marketing, whatever you're doing right now to get deals, or if you're not doing anything, start doing something to get deals, right? Set for the next 4 weeks, keep track of what you're doing. Keep track of how many calls you're making every week. You'd be surprised at how little calls you're actually making. Most of my my team, like last year, when they weren't keeping track of how many calls they were making, they thought they were making a lot of calls, but they would be really making 20, 30, 40 calls a day. In reality, we like to see our team making, 80, 90 plus calls a day. Ideally, 80, 90 plus calls a day is a great position to put yourself in. So if you set yourself up over the next 4 weeks and you just say, all right, I'm going to commit to making this many calls every day, or you're driving for dollars and you're using, say, the Bats Driven app, and you're doing that over the next 4 weeks, and you're going to add a certain amount of properties a day and call a certain amount of homeowners a day, that's what's going to put yourself in a position to win.